dream of ours is also a dream of others. Everyone dreams of having their wedding day be the best day of their life. Experience, memories, moments. It's love. It's love of each other, the love of our dream, the love of our family. This really is a dream come true. This place has got a lot of history. It's outside the box of simple agriculture and farming. It's more than just a commercial operation geared towards catering to one industry. You really have to experience it to understand it.
It's unbelievable that we created this.
And so it was our passion to create a space to give people time. You know, the venue was created, inspired from our experience and what we couldn't find and what we wish we had and what we realized we missed.
It started, I guess, after we got married and experienced our situation on our wedding. We had an opportunity to start a business here, and it seemed like the right thing to do to provide something that could let people come together at our place. Having a wedding ceremony reception space seemed like the best.
The Moon Gate is a landscape structure that's very unique, circular. It was something that we were really attracted to, spoke to both of us. Water was a big element for us, getting married near a body of water, a lake, an ocean, a river. And so to have this, at the heart of the venue was crucial. Bringing in the presence of the mountain and the flowing water coming down this creekside, giving the ambiance of the water on either side, symbolizing being cleansed of your past as you're entering your new future, your new beginning. So for a couple getting married, moving from one world to the next, from two families becoming one.
Down at the reflection pond, like between the lake and the pond, looking up at the entrance gate and the fountains. And it's just, I just love being down there. It's so beautiful.
We start the tour with the ceremony space. This is where your day begins, and it's also where we began. Literally, the whole entire venue is created from that point. The ceremony space is a convergence of a whole bunch of different elements. We nailed in the stake at the center point of the amphitheater space, and that's where everything started.
Circles, that little detail kind of shows up throughout the space, even the dome. The center of each door are two rings, the grain bins, the circular pond. I could go on, but it just symbolizes eternity and is kind of the meaning behind the business.
Going above and beyond was kind of the theme of this entire place. From the water feature, a 7-stage fountain coming down both sides of the archway entrance to the amphitheater, to the 3.5-acre lake that's built in the background, 3 million gallons of water, 300 old-growth trees that we planted, and the 3,000 ton of stone we moved to bring the presence of the mountain. It's kind of how we work. We're really inspired and passionate about what we've created, and to bring people these features of things they've never seen before is what we've done and what we're going to continue to do. The fantasy come true. The reception space is where the next stage of your day goes. Dinner, first dance. As we get into cocktail hour, this is where the party begins. From the bar to the washroom to the tent, it's all connected and really becomes one space. So rain or shine, you have access to all the amenities that you need, enabling like an Alberta-proof event and have it flow. On top of that, it's also a lounging space. So you can sit at the bar, you can hang out, you can conversate.
I just always look for different ideas to implement. I always like things that are unique. I wanted to provide something that was more elegant. We have a lot of black accents, which relates to our name, Obsidian. I just think it's very sophisticated to have that side of it in the country because it's very contrast to what people normally would think of. In my eyes, stands out, and that's what we want it to be, is unique. Well, I've always liked that name before I knew what it was and what it was about. We had the opportunity to name our venue, and it was perfect. The way it has an O in the beginning, is very symbolic to marriage, and so throughout the property you see that symbolism a lot.
The after party is what's next. So where most places are telling you to clean up, move out, we're lighting up the fire, getting you ready to settle down and really share those monumental moments with your special people who are going to stay with you for the rest of the night. It's really an area unto itself. Much like the amphitheater and the reception area, there's spaces specifically designed for their purpose. So is the fire pit. It's a large area that can hold hundreds of people nestled down in the ground, sheltering you from the wind, holding in the sound.
One thing that I would say is how we incorporated the 4 elements into our venue.
Walking up the trail, we enter the space which we call glamping. So we have a large space for RVs and campers and tents. Our first unit being the 20-foot geodesic dome. Set into its own private space, away from everybody else, giving you a beautiful view of the lake and the sunrise in the morning. This is where you're getting ready for one of the biggest days of your life. And so it was important to us to put a lot of time and energy into the design, the placement, and the whole atmosphere of the spaces for both the bride and the groom. And that's the beginning of all the glamping amenities, which are self-supplied RVs, things that we provide for your family and friends to utilize without the need of having to set up and tear down.
Creating more time with our friends and family. I feel the day goes by so quickly for the bride and groom. It was time to kind of pack up and go, and we just felt like we didn't get an opportunity to spend the time we wanted with everyone, so. That was one thing that we wanted to give to our couples, is to give them the opportunity to stay and even have a breakfast the next morning and gather and stay the night, so.
bride and the groom. Quite often, venues, they put a lot of power into the bridal suite. It's always, a gorgeous, cute space for the bride can get ready. We did the same for the groom. We have created a retro vintage garage style groom's den, foosball table, places to hang out, balcony, everything a guy needs to relax and get ready for his day. Every single square inch of what we've developed has been done with intention. The intention of bringing people together to celebrate some of the greatest moments and be in touch with nature, the elements, and themselves. The unification between nature and man, from modern design to ancient techniques of building, and the intertwining of both of them. This space is evolved to become sacred ground.